also known for her love of pets, has combined the two in a planter, of course, with glasses.
Of course, with glasses.
We're women of a certain age. We wear glasses.
And don't you wish your pets could wear glasses sometimes? Because their eyes get kind of fuzzy.
How many times have I taken pictures of my grand dogs with glasses on? I can't help myself. So we have a squirrel, a cat, the dog, and on QVC.com you saw the bunny picture roll by. But this is what they look like. They're adorably cute. Look at that little kitty cat. Look at the
that's the kitty.
This is the
kitty.
That's the
squirrel.
Squirrel.
That's the kitty.
Kitty
and doggy.
And doggy.
And then the bunny. So
those eyes.
I love these animals. These are sort of modeled after some of my own pets. This is my Shih Tzu dog, Dobie, and he looks exactly like Dobie if Dobie was wearing glasses. This kitty is my ragdoll cat, and her name is Bling. Her real name is Lee Bling, but my husband said her name is Bling.
Right.
And then here's the squirrel. This is, of course, an homage to our friend Nutsy the squirrel. And then the bunny rabbit is named Claude Hopper. And
that is cute.
And I love the Harry Potter glasses on all of them because they just look very studious, extra cute. And I love these little pots. They're made the same way as my big pots out of stone powder polyresin, so they're very outdoor resistant. They're not going to chip, fade, crack, any of those things. They all have a drainage hole in the bottom that comes with a silicone plug, so you want to pull that out before you plant. These are small, so these are not going to be for those dahlias. These are not going to be for those peonies. They're going to be for your smaller annuals, marigolds, petunias, dianthus, all those pretty little flowers, the color bowls that you find at the verbena, the find at the store. And they only have a 6-inch opening at the top. They're definitely deep enough for a nice deep root base, but you know, they're not going to support a 3-foot plant.
Right.
So, but whatever comes out of the top, and you could do herbs or something too, looks like a fun little hairdo.
Right.
And then I'm thinking too that with this size, they're also a really cute like utensil holder in your kitchen. Or you could put doggy cookies in there, or, you know, teacher could have it on her desk with pencils and rulers. I mean, they're just a cute little small vertical animal.
Adorably cute, however you decide to use them. I would, for a house plant, I love this kind of thing. A great teacher's gift because they look so studious. You could put your pencils and markers and those kind of things inside.
Or on your own desk at home.
Or your own desk at home. They're just super cute and very well executed, as you would expect from anything Carolyn does.
This polyresin that we use, it looks like stone or wood. You can get a lot of great detail. When I went to do animals, we drew them all out first, and I said, these have to be as cute as they look on paper. I don't want something that looks generic. So their eyes are nice and glistening. You can really see a little shiny nose, cute little whiskers. I love his little bow tie.
They look like they've been carved out of wood.
Yeah.
You can see the scratch marks, almost looks like fingerprints, like someone who actually molded these.
Yes.
Look at the little tongue and the chin and the lips and the
they're
bow
cute.
tie.
And they all have a little something around their neck. So a little bandana, a little bow tie, and they're just so cute. So if you love animals, here's for the cat lovers, here's for the dog lovers. If you love the squirrels out in your yard, my squirrel things have been really popular. They're just so fun to watch and silly. And then rabbits as well. The rabbit was very popular at Easter time because people were doing like a little Easter basket with it. So they're multi-purpose, and again, they don't take up a lot of real estate, as we say.
But it adds personality to wherever you put them, and that's what we want, things that are approachable. This would be good when people come in, even if you put an elegant lantern like the one we're going to be talking about in just a few minutes from Garden Reflections, something like this next to it adds the personality.
Yeah.
So once again, they're meant to be used as actual planters. You can put dirt in them and grow your herbs, or put in some kind of like vine-like trailing
whatever
plant.
you want. And anything that's like an annual or a small plant. It could be a perennial that comes back each year, but it's going to need it's not going to have a very wide opening.
Pot is one of the little small. It's a faux plant, obviously, for inside. But if you just get an idea idea of what the size of that pot is.
Exactly.
That'll fit.
And this is a little too wide at the top to sink all the way down, but if you fill this up with a little bit of really nice potting soil, pull the plug at the bottom, you can grow herbs like that. You can grow your basil, you can grow some rosemary or whatever you want to put in there, which would be really good smelling in your kitchen too. So
the video actually shows what they look like with the plant coming out of the top.
So
I think
cute.
they're adorably cute.
Yeah, and there's all little annuals. There's some calibrachoa, it looks like, the little mini petunias. You know, all the little things that you're seeing right now at the garden shop. Your marigolds can go in there. There's some little moss roses. Really cute stuff can go in there. And they don't take up a lot of space, so they could be a centerpiece on your outdoor dining table. They could be in the corner. There's our wheelbarrow planter that coordinates. You can put them next to each other. Really cute.
With the glasses, of course.
And they're fixed, so you can't take them off.
Yes, they're adorable with the glasses. And I think about my Reuben, my little Fitzel bits, and of course the Terror on 4. Frida.
Wait, are these all poodles that you're naming?
Frida is a giant schnauzer.
Oh.
And giant is the operative word. She thinks that she's a lap dog.
Of course.
But she's already at a year old, 65 pounds.
Oh, Lordy. Well, you know, the big dogs always think that they're small, and the small dogs
idea.
always think they're big.
Head and her jaw, like when you want to see the difference between breeds, their jaw and the structure of their head, it's like a brick.
Is this your dog or your daughter's?
My granddogs.
Oh, okay. These are still all the granddogs.
They're all granddogs.
So are there still 2 poodles?
There's 2 poodles and
the schnauzer.
The schnauzer.
I love it. They come bounding over to your house.
They do, and we love it.
So
I haven't gotten a picture of her with glasses though.
Oh,
I don't know
you need to. I'm gonna watch for that.
If that ever happens, the glasses probably won't survive that photo shoot.
If you love pets, you got to get these, or you know somebody who does. It's just so sweet, and they'll use it forever.
The dog, the kitty, or the squirrel, or go to QVC.com for the bunny, and 99722 is the item number from the girl next door.
Awesome.
All right, Carolyn's going to help us with another one. We're not going to dilly-dally. Yes, how about that? I love plants. You should see how good my garden is. My tomato
Jane,
plant.
you are a great gardener.
No,
you are.
I'm not a great gardener.